So each and every time you're driving your vehicle, a miniature volcano is happening right inside the engine. There's only one system on your engine that is preventing your entire engine from melting into one solid piece of metal. If even one component fails from this system, your entire engine dies in less than 60 seconds. Hello everyone, this is Howard here from Advanced Mechanics, and in this video, I'm going to be explaining to you in the most simplest way possible how your engine's cooling system works and what it really means when they say your engine is overheating. So let's get into the video. So your engine produces an enormous amount of heat. Temperatures inside the combustion chamber can exceed 1000 degrees Celsius. If this heat generated by the engine is not managed properly, it can cause the engine's components to expand beyond their limit. This abnormal expansion of the engine components may result in your engine's components cracking, warping, and in worst cases, your engine may completely seize up. But to prevent all this, the cooling system comes in. Your engine's cooling system is a liquid-based cooling system that circulates coolant through passages called coolant jackets inside the engine block and the cylinder head, absorbing heat as it flows. The hot coolant then travels through a rubber hose to the radiator, where it passes through thin metal fins. As the outside air flows across these fins, either by driving or from the radiator fan, the heat is transferred from the coolant to the air, cooling the coolant down as it returns to the engine by the help of the water pump to repeat the cycle. This continuous loop of absorbing heat from the engine and releasing it to the air through the radiator is what keeps your engine operating at its ideal temperature, which is between 90 to 110 degrees Celsius. Now let's break down the key components that make this system work. The first one on the list is the water pump. It is the heart of the cooling system. It is driven by the engine through a belt or chain, and its job is to keep coolant flowing through the entire system at all times when the engine is running. The second component is the thermostat. The thermostat is a temperature control valve that ensures that your engine reaches operating temperature much faster and at the same time regulate the operating temperature. The third component is the radiator fan. When you're driving at a high speed, the air naturally flows through the radiator. But when you are stopped or moving slow, the radiator fan turns on to pull the air through the radiator and maintain cooling. The fourth component is the radiator cap. The radiator cap maintains the pressure inside the cooling system, which raises the boiling point of the coolant. This is important because it prevents the coolant from boiling over under high temperatures. The last key component is the radiator itself. The radiator is a heat exchanger, and its function is to transfer heat from the coolant and out into the environment. A fault in any of these major cooling system components can lead to your engine overheating. And any crack in the coolant hoses, any leakages from the radiator or the coolant hoses, and any leaking seal can all cause your engine to overheat. And speaking of seals, a burnt cylinder head gasket can also cause your engine to overheat. If you haven't watched my video about the cylinder head gasket, I'll make sure to leave a link in the description below. The cooling system and the cylinder head gasket are closely related, and a blown head gasket can actually cause your engine to overheat. If you see your temperature gauge rise above normal, or if you see a leak underneath your car, please do not ignore it. Make sure you have it checked immediately because driving an overheating engine can lead to permanent damage. And one quick tip to make sure your cooling system components do not prematurely fail: make sure you use coolant and not water for your engine's cooling system. So there you have it. This is exactly how your engine's cooling system works. If you found this video helpful, please make sure you like, comment, and share. And if you're not a subscriber, make sure you subscribe to this channel to see more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one.